차가운 입술이 떨어지고 쏟아지는 너의 깊은 우주 영원하지 않다는 말은 믿지 않을래 우리 비추는 별빛에 너와 내 눈을 맞추면 저 깊은 곳으로 빠져버릴 거야 Oh every day, every night 넘쳐 흘러버린 맘에 내 두 손을 꼭 잡아줬으면 해 조금만 더 맞춰줄래 이렇게 말은 하지 않아도 돼 지금 이 순간을 그려보는 거야 지금 이대로 가득히
Every day, every night 이제 나만 바라봐 너 덕분에 got my life looking hella fly 내 맘이 변해도 never regret all the time that you and I've spent 이렇게 날 자꾸 너만 보여 너를 원해 Everything about you is making me say knowing that I'm priceless girl you are my treasure I want you every single night
Oh every day, every night 넘쳐 흘러버린 맘에 내 두 손을 꼭 잡아줬으면 해 조금만 더 맞춰줄래 이렇게 말은 하지 않아도 돼 지금 이 순간을 그려보는 거야 지금 이대로 가득히 한 그대로 영원히
Greetings, salutations, hello, and welcome back to Roleplaying Unlimited, coming to you live from the 100th Meridian, where once again we shall witness the execution of all things. Let's start with the bears in the air, the mountains, rivers, and streams. Then we'll murder what matters to you and start with your neighbors and kids. Crush all hopes of happiness with disease because of what you did. I am your host, Tragically HP, who will guide you for the next 3 hours-ish, give or take, on our Thursday evening adventure here. Another session 1. It is our 4th one in the last, 5 days. And we still have 2 more to go here in the coming days. We have Sunday evening with their session 1. And then we have Wednesday evening next week, also with their session 1. My pets. I don't think I've ever used that phrase, and yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really fit me, I guess. But yeah. So let's get into the Discord here with our players. Oh, what's going on here? I'm gonna buy this, man. Well, it's a checky. Sorry, getting some messages here. Open, yeah, when you're invisible, I don't see where you might otherwise be. Alright, well, let's move in.
Character ends up dying, and that'll be my next one.
Awesome. Hey, the boss is here.
Mark the marks.
Oh, the boss is coming. You better look busy. They ain't paying you for nothing. What's happening, everybody?
Wait, we're getting paid?
Sometimes.
I'll take my payment.
Box.
I'll take my payment in gold, please.
That's exactly how I prefer it. Or Beskar sometimes.
I'll take Ethereum.
You don't want Electrum? Electrum's all the rage these days.
Jesus.
Who uses that?
The 50-cent piece of D&D. No merchant ever has changed for it, and most of them just raise an eyebrow. What the shit is that?
Not even in your dreams, Mr. SquarePants.
It goes. The Electrum is for putting in socks and beating people with. That's it. That's all it's good for.
or melting it down and turning it into armor.
Oh, very true.
There should definitely be a curse where it just turns all money that you touch into Ethereum pieces.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
One that shoots Electrum pieces.
I just fucking remembered. In one of the games that I played, my character eventually owned a tavern, and he had collected quite a few Electrum pieces. He asked their fellow dwarf friend, the dwarf character, who was a smith herself, and asked, "I want to make my tavern a little bit special. Can you take all this Electrum and turn it into silverware?"
Nice.
I mean, it works.
Yeah, cool little detail there for sure. Well, let's jump off of our main page here, because I already have a map set up for your opener here, unlike a lot of our other tables. It's a simple map, but it does reflect the shop that we have already discussed and done some RP with in-game in our Thursday text channel. Our characters are present, as we can see. For those of you who can see around the corner and are wondering who this guy is, I guess it doesn't want to ping. Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. That is our halfling buddy Otrell. So
Nice.
feel free to wander around here. There are no monsters, maybe, within this store that you guys currently occupy. The doors that are locked are the ones that lead to the outside. You, of course, control the locks, and if you so wish, I can pop those open for you. Otherwise, a very, or a pretty accurate representation of our feudal Japan setting right here inside of this general store.
Riverwood Trader. It's everything you need in a general store.
Yep, I guess you don't need the doors technically to go outside because these are just wide open windows that don't even close near the dining area. So, yep, if you want to wander around outside a little bit, feel free to do so.
I didn't even know we were outside. I thought this was like all just. I thought this was just like a big inside space that we're just going like inside a giant. I don't know.
Yep, there's our buddy Otrell. Yo, what's happening? That is the front door of the establishment, which from this side is locked. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, open up.
I am just all kinds of lagging on both sides here. I got one that's, well, one's running to pace, which is good because that's the side you guys are seeing. But the one that I'm seeing here on my GM layer, everybody's still in the main dining area. This area has perhaps a few items of interest that may benefit your group in the long run. Items that none of our other tables have access to here in the early goings, and if you wonder why that is, I made a D100 roll in each of our tables a few days ago, stating that these were some pretty big rolls. Thursday got the highest of the rolls, and therefore you guys start with a few extra little goodies that the rest of the tables will have to scrounge a bit more for.
Does someone want to try and pick this open, or should I just kick it in?
I just went around. If you go inside, there's a door.
Oh yeah, I unlocked it for you. You should be able to click it open and walk right in.
So
Very cool, much better.
So what? Let us see. What
I
us
guess
see.
Yeah,
What
these
can
I just imagine John Bovey just like kicking the door, but like it just swings open automatically, and he just falls on his face.
But the slow creepy open.
Or like he just does or like he just ends up doing a perfect split on the ground. He's like,
you just see very creepily my guy just peering in, his plague mask on as he's looking left to right, and as he starts looking around quickly.
Is there anything cool in here?
Yes,
Thank you.
indeed. We have... Oh, pardon me. Let me move my notes. You guys are all standing on top of the inventory, but that's not your fault. Of questionable value, you find the store's fundage in the form of 120 gold coins. Of definite value are 12 days of rations. Depending on how much your party started with, 12 days on top of that could be quite handy. Also depending on your own capacity to forage or create food. There are 3 vials of Alchemist's Fire. And while these will simulate the effects of potions, these are inhalants. They come in small little vials, and there are 9 of them. We're going to call them Dusts of Healing. So if your characters are into a little snort, that is how we will get our healing, at least through these items here. They do restore the same 2d4 plus 2 that a healing potion would restore. You can take these with a bonus action, and you can spend a full action if you want to just get the full 10 back, just like our potions.
Ah, yes, nothing better than crushed opium.
"Oh, cool! I think we can each get one." I think.
There are maybe another 7 or 8 NPCs here that are sharing the facility with you, but I didn't want to crowd up the map and or create that many additional NPCs. Suffice it to say, we do have a small group additionally with us who, depending on our actions, choices, what have you, may continue to accompany you. They may stay here, etc. and so on. Otrell is the primary one that we have gotten to know so far. A halfling farmer of some sort who has had some experience firsthand with these things, namely in running away from them. And that's about all we have for his character. Let us introduce our party here. While we are all set aside here, let's just start right here with Ozzy.
Just introduce myself.
That's right. Do it. Do it now.
Hello. I am playing Ozzy. I am Paul. I'm playing Ozzy Thrun. He's a shoal gnome pirate rogue. Grew up on a semi-lawless floating village just off the Sword Coast before he was kidnapped by a pirate crew and later saved by a better one under the command of Captain Ferry Fawn, who also taught him some arcane tricks, and he is desperately trying to get back with his crew after they were caught up in a cosmic storm.
Those dang cosmic storms.
Gotta watch out for them.
And let us pass the torch over here for character introductions right next to you to Kai. Welcome back.
Sorry, I'm here. Couch is moved. I am introducing Celestiana. I feel like there's got to be a short for her name at some point. She is Druid Tiefling. She's kind of a sassy little girl. She's probably going to have some kind of an animal friend at some point, I'm sure, since her picture has one. She is more of a sage background, likes astronomy. That's really about like mostly I got right now for her. I didn't do much background. I didn't have a lot of time. I apologize.
No worries. You can always flesh that out as you get to know the character a little bit better.
I like the king.
Yes, a little lizard kitty.
And Anthros playing our next character here.
Paracelsus, or for those that don't want to try and say that word, Doc, is a wandering plague doctor. As an Aasimar, they have traveled pretty much from everywhere, from the Rock of Brawl to Mulhorand. They were initially in Waterdeep due to the fact that they were running a charity operation to provide healing to the people around here. So he's been here for a good couple of weeks, studying the illnesses and such that you would see commonly around Toril, when the world decided to go strange. And Doc is mostly just interested in figuring out what the heck is going on and trying to find out more information about the Orange Hollow, which he's recording any and such information in this big book that he's carrying. Said big book is where, due to his bond, where he contains all the information on various illnesses and diseases that he...
Very nice. And welcoming Jay back to our second campaign. Tell us a bit about your character, if you would. Dig the shades.
Thank you. Yes. His name is Hidemori Genzo. The first name is Genzo, Hidemori being the clan name. He is a tall, winged, and horned ogre mage, also known as an Oni, using the winged tiefling template. He's smartly dressed, loves to tinker and cook, seems to be trying to study magic, but it seems like he's been more like a peddler of some sort, wandering around, fixing things and tinkering and cooking. He makes sugar candy figurines to sell, and he's got a black owl familiar with him.
Very nice. And also joining us for campaign number 2 here, welcoming back Kyra. Hello, hello.
Hello. So this is my character Marcus. He is a Harengon barbarian of the Raposa tribe. He is basically he's just come here from Rapoville to try and get supplies for his village. He's a simple, easygoing person, pretty weighty in terms of his weight and build, and he's kind of small. He's a little guy, but also pretty pudgy, and he's pretty simple. He's pretty simple in terms of just how he likes to handle his life, but and easygoing. But right now he's just wondering what exactly is going on and how exactly he's supposed to get back home. If we're like he's wondering if we're like trapped here or if there's a way to get home or what's going on.
Just click your heels 3 times.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Oh, I'm melting. Who would have ever thought a small amount of water would fall on me? And last but not least, joining us for his first campaign here at Role Playing Unlimited, welcome Bon John Bovey. It is my life.
Bon John Bovey got out of the Queen's Marines the day the zombie apocalypse started and is just trying to make his way back to his wife Onig, and just keeps getting sidetracked along the way.
Very, very cool. And with character introductions complete here, we do still have free reign of the place. However, we wish to take advantage of it. Keep in mind, a lot of the walls here are made of some kind of treated paper, so you don't imagine they'll stand up to a lot of pounding if the oranges happen to catch wind of your location and come here. So at best, this is a temporary solution. Everybody here understands. But that being said, how do we want to proceed from this location?
Paracelsus doesn't have too many ideas. He has one, but in his own personal mind, he thinks it'd be stupid, but he does think it should be voiced for the sake of buying them at least a little breathing room in case things start to go sour.
What does he
Does
say?
anyone know? If we need to buy ourselves a bit of time and attract attention away from us, if these things are drawn to attention, sound, noise, what have you, why not create a distraction? Make a lot of noise in a specific location and set the location ablaze. It will draw many of them to that location, and it might give us a bit of breathing room to check out the other areas.
That sounds like a cool idea.
Approved. Who's got the distraction?
I got a good throwing arm, I think. I could probably do it.
I am able to volunteer my familiar, and he gestures towards his owl, and he says, "I can send him away, and then we will be able to use him as a distraction if, say, we have alchemist fire he can drop."
We did find 3 vials of the stuff. As I said, this is something if we have no other choice. Obviously, we don't want to be causing too much noise and potentially drawing an entire horde of these things on top of us. But it's an idea.
Perhaps it is something that we do when if we encounter those things. I can also create a trinket with sound and place upon the owl or myself. As you can see, I can fly.
It is a good idea, but first and foremost, we need a more secure place than this. As lovely and quaint as this place is, I feel like a steady rain may render it useless.
Are any of you scouts?
I did see a interesting structure not too far away from here. Sorry to interrupt, Otril speaks. It looked like it was maybe like kind of like a weird pyramid pointy shape, like maybe 4 levels high. At the least, we might be able to get a better vantage point if we were to ascend something like that.
That is an idea. It would also give us more of an eye of what the hell we're dealing with.
Marcus just kind of steps outside to see if he can spot it from the doorway.
What does he have dark vision?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you really just see the gloom that is kind of omnipresent over. It'll be a theme of this campaign. Any of these areas that are heavily saturated with the virus have a gloom associated with it, which if your character has dark vision, no harm, no foul. If you rely on light to see, that will prove a little problematic when it comes to the dim light side of things. Bright light should still work just fine. Dim light is likely to be nullified or at the very least reduced. So when you step outside, you kind of see 40 feet out, and then it's just pitch black beyond that.
Can Marcus go grab a bottle of the Alchemist Fire and throw it off into the distance? To try and light the distance so we can see.
Here, hold on, buddy. Here, have a torch.
Have that.
I said I wasn't gonna freaking be stupid, and yet, thinking about it, I'm playing a character who's supposed to be stupid because he's a barbarian.
Could always play Conan the Librarian. Don't know the Dewey Decimal System?
Bond understands, but he's gonna grab your shoulder and hand you a torch and take the alchemist fire from you.
Yeah, and Genzo will send the owl to scout, and he'll say, give me a moment. Do I need to do any rolls for the owl to kind of see, I guess, how close, how far, and he's got proficiency in cartography, so he can probably sketch out a quick map between here and the structure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pretty sneaky.
Go ahead, roll perception.
I just imagine you sleight of hand, pull the vial out of Marcus's hand and replace it with a lit torch, and then Marcus is about to throw it, and he's like, "Wait a minute!" And you just see the gears turning in his head, "How did the vial turn into a torch? Am I a wizard?"
100% you are.
You're a wizard, Harry. 1 second. I think I pushed the wrong button. Yes, I did. The bright light. Okay. It is a relatively close distance away that the owl can spot the pagoda. Maybe quarter mile from this current location. A few of these oranges wandering the streets that it can see between here and there. Perhaps most prevalent, though, in the courtyard out before the pagoda. there are 3 living individuals fighting what look to be about half a dozen of these oranges.
All right. Genzo will try to will convey this to everyone, and says, if we hurry, we can help them.
Doc is just Paracelsus, aka Doc, is just going to nod. They'll likely suffer a worse fate with those kinds of numbers. But we can't leave this place completely undefended. Otrell, do you have any combat experience?
I'm somewhat handy with a bow, but I definitely prefer to keep a good distance.
If we head out, could you keep this place safe, just in case things go wrong?
Oh, I will give it my best shot, yeah.
Very well. You stay here and behind us, lock everything up. We'll return here if we have any news, or if we don't, try to get these people out of here.
Yes, sir.
I supply Otrell with a secret knock for our return.
Oh, that's the same secret knock everybody uses. Come up with a different one.
Look, man, I didn't say it'd be good, alright?
Mama always taught me to help those in need. Let's go, boys and girls. Excuse me.
Yeah. So Genzo will have the owl fly ahead and above, about maybe 30 feet by 30, just to help keep an eye out for us.
All right. If we're hoping to avoid any encounters between here and there, we should roll some stealth.
Yeah. He's also gonna create a magical trinket. I'll post it in a second.
Okay.
Doc is just going to fit on his hat, get his gloves ready, pull out his mace, and just start on the move.
As you pull out your mace, you hear it go, "Motherfucker. Wrong mace!"
Actually, you know what? I'll do it later because it seems like I can't stop the effect from happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll just keep that in mind. Probably like a coin or something like that.
Go
All right, so stealth it is, huh? Okay, here we go.
Yep. And while we have our character sheets open, everybody make sure that your character sheet is set to always roll advantage, disadvantage, just in case we need it. And also, in the settings menu of your character sheet, if it is set to don't auto roll damage, change it to auto roll damage, please.
Where is that?
How do I do that?
That is with your character sheets open.
On your character sheet, you should see a tiny gear.
Just to the right of the spells tab.
Yeah, I see that.
And then in the right side box, it is the 4th one down, auto damage roll. If it says don't auto roll damage, just toggle that down to auto roll damage and crit. And then same thing, the 2 above that, if it's not set to always roll advantage, change it to always roll advantage.
I don't know where that is.
That's in the same spot. Like two ticks above it.
Which box?
Are you in the settings menu?
Yes.
So it's the box on the far right, and it's the fourth one from the top, and the second one.
Show global damage field modifier.
Alrighty.
No, above that.
No, that's like the 9th one down. Counting from the top, character sheet type PC, roll queries, always roll advantage. That's the second one. We want that set to always roll advantage. The third one is never whisper rolls. The fourth one is auto roll damage and crit. It's the second and the fourth one that we want. You're looking a little bit below where we're supposed to be. Yeah, some of these stealth rolls could certainly be a little better. We do have some advantage because the owl is providing scouting for us.
Yeah, if these guys are reload out, I think Genzo's just gonna activate the take the action to create the loud sound, and then basically have the owl fly it away from us to distract the and try to lure the oranges away from us.
All right.
Would we roll with advantage?
Yes, the roll should be set to always roll with advantage. Or disadvantage.
Okay, I figured it out.
Bitchin'.
I just mean in this. I just mean in this roll.
On this roll, we do have advantage.
So wait, what's the plan? What are we doing?
So, given the shuffling that and loud sounds as we're heading out, Genzo is giving the owl a trinket, which basically simulates the sound of people walking and talking. And he's giving it to the owl. And as we're starting to head towards the pagoda, the owl is basically going to fly ahead of us and then try and lure the oranges away from our path.
Okay, then. So there's my stealth roll.
Alright. Ah, that's what it is. Yeah, the moon. Okay.
Very
plus 15? What is that? I was looking for like a cloak of Elvenkind or boots of Elvenkind or something.
That's why I was like, is it advantage? Because I wanted to see what my other roll would be.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. As we discovered in the Sunday morning crew, though, you are only as stealthiest as your stealthiest character. Or least stealthiest character, I should say. So, yep, even with advantage, we do have some not so good rolls in the mix there. We do have potential countermeasure to try to lure any who are interested in the noise we're making in a different way. And that is about halfway successful. We do have a couple that are still going to try to approach us, though, so bear with me a second while I create a map on the fly.
But I can't become a bear. I'm a human.
Yeah, okay, for a second.
Feudal Japan. How about this? I think that'll work. Oh, that's gross. But very fitting. Give me all those, but not the one I needed. Alright, whatever. So let's jump over here real quick. In the middle of this district where... Oh yeah. Oranges have definitely been through here. And I am thinking we are looking at... go ahead, drag, drop your character tokens over to this crossroads down here.
How do I do that?
Instead of opening your character sheet, just drag your name out to the tabletop.
Thank you.
Absolute.
Quick question: who besides me does not have dark vision?
I do not have dark vision.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one. Awesome. Let's go.
Bunnies cannot
You
see in
guys
the
can
dark.
see?
All right. So we've got 3 of these beautiful, beautiful. Hello, everybody. I'm so pleased to be here.
Now there's a face only a mama could love.
Oh boy.
Although even that's debatable.
You know, I'm not going to get onto the eyes or the face, but you, my friend, you need good dental.
Do you have a good dentist? My guy no longer takes my insurance.
I can see why.
I also no longer have insurance.
I can see why.
My life insurance kicked in, but all the other stuff went away. All right, so reminder on your character tokens to represent things like effects that are on your character, height, elevation, what have you. If you click your token, you'll have all those little circles open up representing your hit points, your armor class. The circle on the bottom of your character, if you click that, that will open up the icons menu. Each of them, if you hover over it for just a second, it will give you a brief description of what they are. You are by no means required to memorize or utilize all of these to perfection. For the most part, I will put these on your character, mainly to remind myself. But as in terms of height elevation, if you're flying, scroll nearly all the way to the bottom and you'll see a bunch of wings with different feet markers on them, and those are perfect to indicate my character is flying and they are this high in the sky. That being said, though, let's get our first initiative going and see just what we're looking at.
I'd like to point out that I have the trait Hair Trigger, which means I can add my proficiency bonus to my initiative rolls.
Oh, very nice.
We will need it, given my initiative.
And how do I do that exactly?
One second. Let me see if your character sheet was kind enough to take track of that.
So I'm gonna run up and smack this thing with a battle axe. Does anyone have an objection?
I do. I think we should roll initiative first. Okay, I've got that set for you there, Kyra. Your initiative should roll accordingly there. Let me get initiative for my side.
Oh, damn, alright. I got a nat 20, okay.
Well, that'll work. There are 6 of you. There are 1 of me. 1 of ours did not populate, or we didn't roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 1 of you is still yet to roll your initiative.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to get my screen to format properly. 1 second.
How dare you? There we go. All right, sorting that in the proper order. Oh, that's another thing. I don't know why I bother with these settings. They should all be pre-programmed into your character sheet when you craft them, and yet we have to go in and fix them every damn time. If your character sheets start jumping around and you're not doing it, that's me. Okay. So you have that. you have that. Okay. So Bon is going to edge out Celestiana by 1 point by virtue of the difference in dexterity. Otherwise, looks like we're all good. So Marcus has the top initiative value here. We know these things to be very fast. So it is unlikely that evasion will behoove you at this point now that you've been discovered. And they are also incredibly tough. So this is not something you should walk into lightly. First turn, though. Kyra, what you got?
Okay. How high are the pagodas?
These would be about 20 feet.
Okay. I'm going to use my rabbit hop so that I can jump onto the roof of this red roof.
5 times your proficiency bonus. 5 times 2 is half the distance. Unless I'm mistaken. Proficiency bonus at level 1 is 2. Times 5 would be 10 feet.
Oh. Never mind then. Well then, hang on. Five, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm still gonna use my rabbit hop. Let me ask you something, HP. Have you played DuckTales, the video game?
For the NES, like 30 years ago?
Yes.
Yes, I have, but that's about as much as I remember of it.
Then you're probably gonna know where I'm going with this. I'm going to take my mace, hold it like upside down, and I'm gonna use my rabbit hop to jump onto this orange, and basically like pogo jump onto this thing with my mace, with my rabbit hop.
All right. DuckTales, woo.
Time to Scrooge McDuck this bitch.
Yeah, I got back into a retro gaming kick a few years ago and found a NES cartridge with like 500 games on it or something. I think that's on there. Might have to dig that out.
I know they remastered it at one point.
Oh, I'm sure they did. It might even be available on the Switch game store with the expansion. 7, though, that ain't going to do you any good. You do get a weekly inspiration for your supporter membership if you want to use that for the 16. I don't know if you want to burn it right now or save it.
I heard talk about like a once a month natural 20 guaranteed natural 20. Is that am I able to use that, or is that for like a higher tier than I am?
It is for the latter. That is for the epic tier supporter.
Ah, damn it. All right, I'll use the inspiration then.
All right, so that will connect 9 points of damage to the top of the cranium. And, yep, these are some tough, not your granddaddy zombies. They are fast, they are resilient, and 9 points of damage is all that takes that off the health bar.
Damn.
So that was your move, your action, any bonus, or are we calling it there?
Well, I used the rabbit hop as my bonus action.
Oh, that's right. Well, okay. Well, I was hoping to edge out Bon John Bovey here in initiative so we didn't get our asses completely handed to us, but your turn there, buddy. First turn at the Role Playing Unlimited tabletop. Welcome, welcome.
I've decided against run up, smash him with an axe. I'm gonna throw an alchemist fire at this fella here.
All right. Let me look that up here real quick. Pretty sure it's just a dex save. Alchemist spells. Alchemist fire. There we go. As an action, you can throw it up to 20 feet. Have to edge in a tiny bit closer to get it within range, but you've definitely got the movement. And on a... Oh, it's not a saving throw. You just have to roll to hit it, and if you do, it takes fire damage at the start of each turn. It can try to extinguish the flames on itself on future turns. So yeah, just do a ranged weapon attack if you have one in your inventory, like for a bow or for a dagger, and we'll just simulate the damage for this. Well, sheet! An 8. That is going to fall just a bit short and just kind of crack upon the concrete in front of it.
Does it give me a fire surface that it's got to run over, or does that just miss?
There will briefly be some flames here that it would, if it were to enter through, it would probably take some fire damage. It might just try to move around it too, but that'll be determined.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to take the rest of my movement and take a step back. And
Alright.
that'll be that.
Sounds good. And Kai, back over to your turn now.
Okay. I'm eyeing up this fella over here that I can't seem to.
Gotcha.
There we go. Okay. Anyways. We're gonna try a different direction this time. We're gonna go crazy.
Okay, a con save. I have... I think I made it in either case, but I want to double check if that is in fact your spell save. Oh yeah, that is your spell save DC. Did you mean to put your intelligence and wisdom differently? Because wisdom would benefit a druid better than intelligence.
Yeah, I don't know. I was a little confused in that department, so I might. I'm still new to figuring what is better there and not there, so.
I can sort that for you real quick. And then that'll boost, yeah, that boosts your spell save DC up by 2, so it's a 13 instead of 11. I got a 14, however, which will make it, but it does make your spells a little harder to resist going forward.
Awesome. Okay, thank you for the help there.
Oh, absolute. So that's your action. Anything else there with your turn?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. And over to Ozzy, your turn.
Bonsoir. I'm going to take a wee shot at this one. I'll take a shot at this one.
All right. Well, that will connect.
Oh, no sneak attack on it, sir.
Understood.
7.
Shot will connect right into its center torso right there, and it just kind of looks down at it and prepares to charge after Jay's turn coming up here. Anything else from you, Paul?
I'll move towards this one.
Okay. And Jay, go right ahead.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here and shoot the one next to Marcus the Herringon. Going to try with a chill touch and see what happens there.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Well, that will definitely land, and as we have discovered at a few of our other tables here, These are not the type of undead that have necrotic and cold resistance. They do have the typical poison immunity, so don't try to lace your weapons with poison in the hopes of hamstringing these guys, but cold and necrotic, good to go. And we will take it and got it.
I'm gonna move actually. So and then gonna go up 10. I'll make the changes there and enter.
All right. And all 3 of the zombies activate their jet boots and fly off after... Just kidding. Well, first and foremost, we've got one of them on Marcus here. They have 4 different attacks that we have seen so far. And in this one's case, it is going to attempt to stab out with a blade that it either had with it when it died or picked up at some point thereafter.
These are cutting-edge zombies.
Indeed. Holy crap. That is a 21 to strike for 8 piercing as this thing just opens up a nasty wound on Marcus. The next one, we've got, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50... 2 potentials, but it's going to be, yep, you'll sidestep that little hot foot and charge over. He did not rage. He used his bonus action for the bunny hop thing. And 4 potential attack options here. This thing's just going to come flying at you with a clothesline and see what it can do. Natural 1. It eats shit and is prone at your feet.
Steal its jetpack.
And the last one is going to 2 potential targets. Oh, damn. Alright, well, we're just going to skip right on past Ozzy there. Still staying within your threatened zone. And try to lay an attack on Celestiana here. Oh, it's also going to be a weapon attack. Youch! A 19 to strike for 9 piercing. Just like that, death is looming very closely.
I'm gonna silvery barbs that. Now, just before, sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to make sure that silvery barbs the silvery barbs rule was still in place, or no, or how did you do that?
Yes, the standard, it is absolutely allowable at the table, just 1 player at any given time, so that we're not modifying every other roll. I'm gonna barbs it. It gets a little monotonous.
Right,
but it's totally cool to have.
Okay, so is anybody else doing it? Because if not, then Genzo's gonna do that. Because that looked like a pretty big hit.
Yeah, I don't have that. I'm a cleric, sadly.
All right, barbs it then.
Okay. I'm going to do a complete reroll because even the disadvantaged side of that roll would hit her armor class. So let's just hope for something even lesser on this result. Yikes. I still got a hit, but the damage goes from 9 to 5. And we're not talking Dolly Parton. So only 5 damage there, Kai.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's this strange sense of kind of like a deja vu, where something looked like it was about to land really badly, but then it almost like you had a do-over for a moment. And there's some strange chanting from above.
You could have sworn you saw Wayne and Garth. Let's do the mega happy ending.
That's strange chanting, all right?
And Endraus, that will bring it to your turn here at the bottom of the first round of initiative.
Got it.
Who you giving advantage to, Idamori?
What's up?
Because with Silvery Barbs, you can impose disadvantage and give someone advantage.
Oh, right. Yes, that is a good point. Let's see. I think I might give it to Ozzy.
He is already technically in a flank and would have advantage.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was only a +2.
Yeah,
Okay.
same thing with Celestiana. Any of the other three, though, could use advantage.
Yeah. I think I'll give it to Vaughn.
All right.
Alright, first things first, if I understand the order I have to play these. First, seeing Marcus over there, my buddy, my friend, eating shit.
Yes.
He's like, there was more to that sentence, right?
Yeah, sorry, that's only 4. I rolled really low for that one. Alright, but that is for that one. And towards the one that Jovi or John is dealing with.
Dex save, okay. Oh, goodness gracious. These things just do not miss on their... Oh, wait, it's shit, even though it's fucking grounded, it has disadvantage. Or does it fail? Let me check. If it automatically fails, that would be different. Doesn't even say that they have disadvantage on their dexterity checks or saves. So it got a 19 to avoid that.
Damn it.
Creature's only option is to crawl. It has disadvantage on attack rolls. And then attack rolls against the creature have advantage if you're within 5 feet. Otherwise, the attack rolls have disadvantage. Eesh. So yeah, this thing just like rolled curly shuffle whoop, 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 all the way in a circle to avoid that.
Damn, so fast.
Well, I did at least one thing minorly useful. I got Marcus back up to 14.
Yep, 10 out of 14, not too bad. He was at 6.
Best I could do in this current situation, so that will be my turn.
Alright, that is back over to Marcus then.
Okay, it's time to get angry. It's time for Mr. Angie Eyes.
I didn't realize you had taken diuretics.
Listen here, you undead piece of shit. I'm gonna rip your face off and eat your freaking intestines like Banya.
I live to see you eat that paper, but I hope you leave enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine! Hey, that'll work. Solid strike. This thing just does what any good ghoul or zombie would do. It just looks back at you. Gah! And that's about it.
And I guess that's it for me.
Alright.
Good part, really good.
Let's see what Bon John Bovey has here. He's got advantage from that silvery barbs.
Yeah, I'll be doing something similar. I'm gonna put a battle axe in the zombie skull like originally planned.
Alright. Big money, big money, big money. Oh, that's very solid. And yes, indeed, embedding right into the skull of the thing. And as you wrench it out, this thing is just still twitching and squirming there on the ground with about half its hit points remaining.
And then it probably gets attack of opportunity if I step away, or does it not because it's prone?
It would, but it would be at disadvantage because it's prone.
I'll just stand here and keep wailing on it.
All right.
That's all.
And Kai, that is back to your turn now that this thing has stolen half your health pool there. Oh.
I'm gonna go pretty.
Oh, gotcha. Probably redo that right there. We know these things to be completely immune to poison.
Well, damn.
Yeah, many undead.
That's pretty.
Just no effect whatsoever. They're already dead. They're like, what is this?
Oh, sigh. I wanted to be pretty. Well, then I guess I'll try frostbite again. Don't really have much going on right at the moment. 'Cause I'm on the level. Oop.
Another con save. What the heck? It reset your,
Yeah, it definitely did, didn't it?
Huh. I just changed that. Why did it do that? Oh, it's probably because the spell was on there before the change was made, so it's, I don't know, maybe when you level up it'll change over. But we know the DC is 13, and I got a 12. So, your damage is 1d6. Go ahead and roll that.
Hang on.
Alright.
Wasn't prepared for that.
Wait, I hit? I'm not supposed to hit. That's not in the rules.
That's just terrible luck.
There might be an attack block for it on the front side of your sheet, too. Yeah, there it is.
Did that work?
Perfect. 2 points of... It's frickin' freezing,
Take
Mr.
that.
Bigglesworth.
Chilly.
Alright, we will indeed. And any bonus action for you? What did you guys do with those dusts of healing that you got? Remember, those are potions and you can use them as a bonus action. Did anybody claim those? Or are they still sitting back in the store and our good friend Otrill is snorting up and ODing on healing?
I think we each took one.
Yeah, that was what we stated. We would each take one.
2, 3, 4.
Am I allowed to snort that?
Well, that's 6 of them. What about the other 3? Because there were 9 total.
I could hold on to those if you want.
Yeah, especially if somebody doesn't have bonus actions currently, they could use those to pass them to other people.
Again, can I snort one?
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2.
Quick bump.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Oh damn! So you're back up to full.
Overpowered.
Cocaine's amazing.
I never just did things to do them. What, am I going to grind my feet up in Eddie's couch like it's something to do? Come on, I got more sense than that. Yeah, I remember grinding my feet up in Eddie's couch. And Paul, that is back to your turn.
Quick question. What damage does the hero points do when you add it to your damage?
As a super supporter, your hero point values are die 8s.
Yeah, but what's like the damage type, sorry?
Whatever the damage type is that you're already doing, it just adds that onto it.
Okay, I'm gonna melt this thing.
Okay.
Insightful maneuvers. And make it vulnerable to piercing damage. And then I'm gonna booming blade it as well. Yeah.
Yep, see, this is one of those Kobold press spells that has not fully accounted its own mechanics. It specifies that you have to touch them, and then in the spell's description, it doesn't indicate that you have to touch them. It's one of those just automatic, I'm going to walk up to this CR30 guy and be like, "Ha-ha, you're now vulnerable!" And you get no saving throw. So, I would say roll a die 20 plus your prof modifier plus your spellcasting modifier.
That's +5?
Sounds about right for level 1.
Yeah, plus 1 second, sorry. $12.
Try a second roll, because technically you have flank advantage.
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, damn, a natural 1! See, that's it right there. You're not able to touch it. I would basically say as part of the bonus action to cast the spell, you get to reach out, touch them. Assuming that you do, now it has vulnerability to your magic.
Okay. Just no extra damage, just the damage of 16.
Correct. Alright, let's
Worth a try.
drop that. Oh yeah, some of those Kobold press spells are very nice. Some of them we have to kind of finagle a little bit. Alright, so let's pass it back to Jay's turn here.
All right. I think he's gonna attack the one with Chill Touch again next to Marcus.
Okay.
Actually, quick question. Does he feel like these things are harder to cut than damage with magic?
No, they don't have any resistances in that respect. They just have a large pool of hit points.
Okay. He's gonna use his crossbow instead then, and then use a clockwork bolt.
Okay. And which one is this on?
The one next to Marcus. So the one north.
Okay, got that. And what
then-
does the spell do?
Spell. So it's a D8 slashing next round, unless they spend an action to remove it.
At the end of its next turn. Gotcha. Okay. Let's find something for that.
Enter.
I don't know, 4-leaf clover seems appropriate for this kind of effect, because he's lucky. And the guy that's on Marcus will continue on. Oh, we're going to try to stab it with that weapon again. Goodness gracious. Alright, well that's a 19 to hit. 5 piercing. After your resistances, that becomes 2. And then go ahead and roll that extra damage there, Jay, because, yeah, this thing is not really interested in removing your projectile.
Okay.
Okay. At the end of its next turn. Gotcha. Alright. And then there's the one over here on Bon John Bovie. We are going to half movement to get back to our feet. Man. Going for a weapon attack as well. Yeah! A 24 to hit for 8 piercing. This thing just lunges right up and stabs you right through the gut.
That's unpleasant. Please stop.
Guys all look over in his direction as you hear Okay, and we are going to turn from Celestiana over to Ozzy this turn. And it's a scratch attack. Ugh, 23 to strike for 4 slashing. Sheesh. These things came to play. They only got a +4, +5 to hit, and they're like 24, 23, 22.
Hike!
Yeah, right.
Sorry, would I be able to roll my damage again? It didn't do it properly.
Sure.
Instead of rolling 2d4, it just gave me 1 + 3 + 1.
Oh, I see.
An extra 6 damage.
Okay. Got that, and then it turns to slash on you with the scratch, and then we pass it over to Doc for the end of round 2 and our halftime break after that.
Sorry, for how much damage was it again? Sorry.
4.
Perfect, thank you.
4 measly damage. Oh, did Andros run off for that lemonade early?
No, I'm here. Sorry about that.
You're so part.
All right. Jesus Christ, Bon Jovi Bovi, my boy.
Yeah, I got smacked, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's got this sword just sticking right through him here.
It's all right. Feed me some crack. Be fine.
Peanut butter and crack sandwich.
My blood! He punched out all my blood!
What was that? He just kind of sauntered up, did a little moonwalk.
No,
On
I
the
was
way
planning
back.
to do something, but it wouldn't have worked. You get Jesus Christ! That is again another one.
Ew. Oh man, that's gross.
You've just doubled my current HP. It's fine. It's cool. Thanks.
You're just like,
Yeah.
disgusting!
And on that one, I'm going to do this. Wow, 2 HP. Nice.
Well, at least it failed to save with a mighty 8. And we will take that 2 points of damage. And
That was more like a
Radiant,
sacred boot.
Radiant is particularly effective against these things, especially once you get them to the lower hit point value. It will bypass their undead fortitude entirely. That's the only thing that will do so aside from a critical strike. So even those low damage values can be very useful once you see that hit point bar go down to nothing. Anything else with your turn there?
That is all I can do because that was my action and bonus action, and that was my last spell slot. Bon Jovi Bovi, make that count.
All right, friends. That will take us to the end of round 2 here, and we're going to send it
Wait,
to...
hold on. I totally missed something. Marcus and Bon Jovi Bovi both should have 3 HP more.
Why is that?
I am Disciple of Life. I really should be paying better attention to this. This is only the second time I've played a Life Domain Cleric. I apologize.
All good. Regardless, doesn't really change anything I was going to do here. We're going to halftime here, friends. We will see you in about 10-15 minutes, friends. Are you with us?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yay!
Always.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, Marcus, you get 3, and Jovi, you get 3 on top of your additional 4. That should at least help you.
Hell yeah, brother.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a quick bathroom break.
I'm gonna go and get my lemonade.
I'll be here holding down the fort.
I don't wanna fall in love no more. It's just too much. It's just too much. No, I don't wanna hear a word no more. I'm done, but I just can't let go of you. Nah, I just can't do it. I can't let go of you. No, it's too much. It's just too much. It's just too much. I don't wanna hear a word no more. Baby, no, just can't let go of you. I don't wanna fall in love no more. It's just too much. It's just too much. No, I don't wanna hear a word no more. I'm done, but I just can't let go of you. Tell me this cannot be real. Suck up on straight to my feels. Broken trust that'll never heal. No, no. A love that just won't fade away. Promises that you would stay even at the end of days. My baby, no, no. Nobody hurt me like you do. No, don't give me empty words if they ain't true. I don't wanna fall in love no more. It's just too much. It's just too much. No, I don't wanna hear a word no more. I'm done, but I just can't let go of you. No, I don't want none. 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 Fall in love no more. No, I don't want none. 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 Fall in love no more. Bite the bullet, face the facts that I lost everything that I had when we split into different paths. It hurt so much I could only laugh. You can remove me with a tap, gone. Packing it up, another rap done. Driving into a dead cul-de-sac, off track. I've been falling off this for y'all, but nobody in this world do me dirty like you. What? Why trying to fix what ain't broke? Chasing when I finna run, gunning it. I'ma jump ship. You don't need to come with. Stay where you are. Don't stop reopening my stitches. Watering on, we just can't mix. Love like a curse that will never live. Can't follow what I miss, but I just can't seem to quit this addiction. Make it stop. I don't wanna fall in love no more. It's just too much. It's just too much. No, I don't wanna hear a word no more. I'm done, but I just can't let go of you. No, I don't want none. 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 Fall in love.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
I missed you every moment.
Who are you?
Damn, painful.
It was the Jew.
Bon Jovi Bovi, did you add the 4 and 3?
I did, yep.
It looks like you only added the 3. You were at 4, weren't you?
I'll throw 4 more on there.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with these status tokens. Ah, I'm dead.
Is there a Mario mushroom status ailment?
Yeah, it's for enlarge and reduce.
Damn. Oh, okay. Okay. I was wondering why there was one less of us. Because one of us was on top of the other one.
There we go. I think I fixed it. I think that might have been me.
Now I can't stop picturing Peter Rabbit with a freaking giant axe, just trying to wield that, just trying to wield a massive battle axe. Like it's regular sized Peter Rabbit, but he's just trying to wield an actual sized battle axe, and he's just like.
Your pranks are out of control, Peter Rabbit.
What kind of prank is he trying to pull with a battle axe, I wonder? I kind of want to see what he tries to do with a battle axe.
Ah, death, the ultimate prank.
Oh God! I remember that page. I remember that book. This must be. They must have been the horror movie that they decided to make. I mean, hell, they made Winnie the Pooh into a horror movie. Why not Peter Rabbit?
Hell, I'd watch it.
Be some shit.
Peter Rabbit multiverse video movie. It's exactly like Into the Spider-Verse, but all rabbits.
Well, shall we get back into it then?
Yay.
Yep.
Yeah. Woo,
Yeah.
woo, woo. Well, let's see what Marcus has here at the top of the initiative.
It is time to finish this bitch ass off.
That's think what you do. Congratulations.
I'm gonna chop his freaking head off, and his head's gonna like fly up into the air, and then just land perfectly back down to his body. And then I will just smack it with my axe.
This is a perfect example of just how brutal the original Agent Orange campaigns were when we were playing the Alternity rule set. If you've ever played it, any game that you play with the Alternity rules is pretty brutal. But a zombie apocalypse where any bite can kill you, especially more so. We had one character playing an army veteran who was up on a rooftop between a couple of alleyways, and he dropped a grenade onto a group of zombies, blasted them to smithereens, and one of them, their head flew completely off and rolled to a halt next to another character, and on the zombie's next turn, because they hadn't destroyed the brain, it just bit the ankle of that character.
Right, so for the rest of my action, I'm going to go ahead and be like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that'll end my turn.
All right. And just for clarification, these zombies do have the typical undead fortitude. If you reduce it to 0 hit points, it needs to roll a con save, DC 5 plus the damage taken. If it makes the save, it does not die, but instead returns with 1 hit point. The DC based on the damage you gave me there is 16. I got a 12. So yes, indeed, you cut the thing's head right off. It is no more. And Bon John Bovey is up next in the initiative.
Gonna smack him again.
All right. Oh, indeed. Solid strike right there. You actually cut one of its hands off.
And I was graciously healing worded back up to just about full health, so that I don't need the coke quite yet, and I don't think I got anything else to do.
I mean, unless you're just fiending that badly for it, yeah, I would save it for another time. Kai, that's back over to your turn then.
I'm gonna slap some cold again. Doo, doo, doo.
You're as cold as ice.
Whoa, what is Elsa saying? Wow, how can I not remember that? Very nice. Or something. Yeah. Do you want me to post it again? Sorry. I got distracted for a second there.
Oh yeah, you don't have to post the spell again. You can just click that each time, and
Okay.
Yep. Looks like this time it will successfully make the save against a DC 13, so no cold damage this time.
Well, damn. I'll try to be so chilly.
Wah, wah, wah.
How
Will you
about
cut that out?
how about for Ozzy? What are you gonna do on your turn?
I'm a gibbet.
Oh, I was wondering what that icon was on your token. It looks like a Christmas wreath from zoomed far enough back. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, I was playing around with them.
Gotcha. Oh, 10 damage though. Flank bonus. And this thing is not looking too hot.
I slipped and fell. Nah, that's me. I'll just stay here.
Alrighty. Let's see what Jay has for his turn.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna shoot the one that's between Celestiana and Ozzy.
Oh, damn.
Guess I miss.
A nat 1. Yeah, that comes a little too close. Celestiana feels the graze of that arrow right behind her right ear as it just smacks into the side of the structure there. And the 2 remaining oranges will... Let's check. Sure. Oh, damn. Ouch. All right. And each of you can hear the scattering of footsteps on the rooftops nearby as suddenly 4 more of these zombies make their arrival.
Well, that is mightily unpleasant.
Yeah, I think it's time to bail.
Shit, I can only be angry for so long.
They just kind of charge, and it looks like it's right next to Bon Jovi there, but it is not. It is actually on the rooftop just up above, likewise with this one on the other side of the alley. Similar to this over here. And likewise this other one down here on the southeast. All of them come charging out, and they're just kind of perched over the rooftop, salivating as if they're debating which of you they will feast upon first. The 2 that are currently in play, we're going to abandon our attempts on Bon Jovi here because Marcus is wearing less armor, and we don't like peeling open cans here. So we're going to try, a pummel attack on Marcus. On the other side of the die, that was a natural 20, but on the side that counts, it's a miss.
Aha! You fool!
And this one here is just going to turn back towards Celestiana. Aye.
Hey.
A scratch attack. Oh, fuck, of natural 20. Oh.
Would it be terrible if I silvery barbed that?
Not necessarily.
Then I shall. And
All right.
give advantage to Ozzy. Oh no, actually, Bond, please.
Okay. What was I? There we go. And with that being the case, we'll pass it back over to Doc here.
Oh dear. Well, to try and make this a little bit easier, I'm staying right here, but for the one next to Marcus and Bon Jovi Bovi, I cannot roll to save my life tonight.
Yeah, well, it failed to save, so it will take the 1. You might have to zoom in very far to see the health bar drop, though.
The gods are busy watching their game of sports ball.
Damage is damage, but I wish I could do a little more. I'm a doctor, not a fighter.
Yeah, you'd almost think he was rolling D2s for damage, not D8s. Is that your turn?
That is all I can do. Everything else I want to keep close to Chester right now.
All right. Well, here comes a new challenger. Hello.
Ooh, cool.
We are going to step out into the street from within this building. Blue health bar typically means might be friend, might be foe. Red is always foe, green is always friend. Of course, deceptions notwithstanding, blue typically be cautious. I've not finalized our character sheet here, so we will go manual with that. And basically you walk up the side of the wall, almost just kind of like a quick levitation spell. His feet just seem to carry him mysteriously through the air, as he then rushes across the rooftop, draws a large club that is embedded with metal studs. Not the greatest damage rolls, but don't really need him at the level he's at.
Gosh darn it.
And we're going to make the first use of the orange peeler feat. And each of those hits counts as a critical strike. The final one is enough to drop the undead completely, and it just rolls off the rooftop and comes crashing to a halt next to Ozzy after our dude here strikes at it 3 times. And then he finishes his movement, steps to the edge of the roof, and looks down upon the two of you. Marcus's turn to start the next round.
Thank you.
Am I still Angie?
Oh yeah, you've got like 9 more rounds of that.
Oh, hell yeah. In that case, ah! Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Ooh. Gonna drop it to 0. That's gonna prompt another undead fortitude save. You got 9 plus 5. DC is 14. I got an 11. You killed another one.
Yes! Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. That'll be it for me.
Okay, and how about for Bonjon?
Can I ready action to clobber this dude when he jumps down?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do that. If he lands next to me, I'll swing at him with the axe.
Bitchin'. Okay, and back over to Celestiana. Save your attack roll for if and when he does jump down, though. We won't count that. Oh, rolling some decent damage this time, I see. Too bad I failed my save.
Ah!
Oh, ouch. Yeah, this thing is knocking on death's door here.
There we go. Okay, you guys can still hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry, just hard to tell with this microphone sometimes.
Sure. Okay, Paul, that's back to you. Don't forget to regen that one last hit point there for your super supporter sub.
And just going to quick jab this guy.
That will hit. 12 plus 5 is 17 for my save. Oh, got a 13. None of these guys are coming back. They always come back. We had one on Monday that came back like 6 times. All right, another one.
I'm gonna find
Another one bites the dust.
You're heading under the overhang there, basically?
Oh, would they be able to, like, acrobatics scramble up on top of it?
You could try. It's like a 20-foot elevation, so it's. There are numerous places you could try to climb up there from, but it's also a bit awkward too. So it's like a DC 16.
I'll give it a try.
And then, of course, unless you have some kind of specialized climber's tools or feet, climbing is half movement speed.
At least we know they can make the climb.
Yes,
I'll just
indeed.
move to the other side of Marcus then.
Okay.
Maybe here. So.
And let's take a brief journey back to this past Sunday morning's First Coalescence Chapter 4 game. That party is in not the same subdivision of Waterdeep, but they are in Waterdeep nonetheless. And they experienced this just the same as you will, as off in the distance, man, it's got to be like half a mile plus, way out in this direction, a city bell chimes 3 times, very loudly. For any of you who have any internal clock or are from or familiar with Waterdeep and its timekeeping methods, this is very out of place. Your internal clock is telling you, well, it's like 12:15 right now. What bell is going to go off right now? Those of you familiar with the watch schedules, the changing of the guard, the hourly chimes here in Waterdeep, likewise, none of this makes sense. Perhaps for the best, though, the one that was about to attack Bon John Bovey starts to backtrack in interest of, what was that? Likewise, this one over here appears to be doing the same. They are taking a bit of movement outside their turn, but really just to indicate their interest in something that is not you. And that will pass it over to Jay's turn before the oranges officially react to what's going on.
You missed one.
That one is still right there perched on the edge of the roof. That is the one that's farthest away from the sound right now.
Oh, okay.
I think Genzo will shoot an arrow at the one that is in the south.
Okay.
And then Clockwork.
That will strike.
Yeah, so it'll be 10 and then 8 later.
Okie doke. Well, with that being the case, this orange right here is just going to scamper its full 50 feet of movement. We already took 15 of it, so that means 35. And then we are going to action dash an additional 50 feet across this bridge towards the next structure and presumably out of combat. This one here across the way, let's try. Oh man. Yeah, this one backs up a little bit. And it's going to charge. It almost looks like it is fully intent on just clearing the street and leaping to the other rooftop. It makes it to about here and dives face first into the concrete and smashes its head wide open and takes 9 points of damage in the process.
Ow!
It is also prone.
Hey,
Hit while it's down.
Does that mean I get an attack of opportunity?
Who's speaking?
Genzo.
If you weren't so high up, it would have fallen past your melee reach.
Okay, cool.
As it was, though, it only started at 20 feet high. This one was fully prepared to turn around and run, but now it's got an arrow stuck in its leg, so it's going to turn and... Well, it snarls up at Genzo there, but it does not have the ability to reach it. So we're going to jump down here to Bonjon and trigger his readied action. Go ahead, take that. Solid. Brings it down to that. I'll just chip off the other 8 now while I'm thinking about it from the clockwork, and then this thing is going to try a bite attack on Bonjon. Oh, fuck, a natural 20! Yikes! For 8 piercing. And just like that, it is a dire straits for the bard, not bard, once again.
And I just realized, if we ever go back to the donjon, would that mean that we'd have to have Bonjon in the donjon?
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm
I
gonna,
think you got another one of them healing words.
I'm gonna silvery that one.
That's not a cantrip, is it?
No.
Okay.
I got one more slot left.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and put the 8 hit points back then.
And then advantage to Bond.
And Doc, that is back to your turn.
I mean, he still gets another hit though. I mean, silvery doesn't negate the thing; it just makes him roll and then take the lower.
Correct. I rolled a natural 20 and an 8, so I just took the 8.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Uh-huh. But yeah, what's Doc got going here for his turn?
Well, seeing that this one currently is now fucked in the face, I'm going to look over at this one and second verse, same as the first. The crit negator, what do you mean?
I
Taking.
think he's got you mixed with Jay here.
Oh yeah, whoever's
you're
doing
both-
silvery barbs doing the Lord's work.
Yes, indeed. Sacred Flammy. Is that our guy here or the prone one? I missed that guy. Okay.
Yeah, that guy.
Let's
Not going for the phone one right now.
try. Oh, an 11! I failed the save once again. 4 more damage. Chomp. Man, this thing had full hit points a second ago.
Oh, yeah.
That is the most I've been doing damage consistently, but that is the most damage I've dealt thus far.
That's like 4 rounds worth of damage for you.
I'm doing the best I can. I'm a doctor. I don't
Oh,
hurt
it's
people.
terrible.
Alright. Well, following your turn, our Tetsubo wielding friend is going to leap ever so gracefully and fall ever so gently as if protected by a cloud of feathers. And as he is falling to the ground, we're just going to wallop on this guy 3 times. Crunch, crunch, and crunch. AC is 14 on these guys. And that is another one down. That brings it over to Marcus's turn as we have a new comer in the field of play, a mere 15 feet away from you.
Well, first off, I just realized what Marcus is. It's a freaking rabbit. He's freaking 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I'm gonna use my jump action again. I can use this a number of times up to my proficiency bonus. So this is my second and last time before I take a long rest.
Sure.
To jump up to this blue guy here. And then I'm going to ask him, and then it's time to ask him a question. Are you ready to die, sir?
Well, that is enough damage to drop me to 0. 14, that's going to set the DC at 19. Another fail, another dead zombie.
I am Marcus, the zombie killer.
Yeah, that's 3 of them. You got the finishing blow on there. And that, with the exception of the one all the way the shit over here, that one's just going to tear ass off the map entirely. Drop our group out of initiative.
Can Genzo send the owl after it just to see what it's gonna do or where it's going?
Yes.
He shall do so. Thank you.
All right. That'll be in the backdrop for the time being, as we're traveling into a different district of the city.
I'd like to talk to the newcomer.
He eyes your approach cautiously, raises his weapon, not as if to strike, but kind of like halfway, as if, yeah, just to present a defense against any potential chicanery on your part.
I stay a nice, respectful 10 feet away because I saw that fancy clubbing he did. Where'd you learn to bonk zombies like that?
He answers in Japanese.
Oh, that's unhelpful.
I
give him the best foreigner gaijin bow that I can, and we'll just keep going.
He gives a respectful bow in return and raises a curious eyebrow in response to that.
I'll ritual cast comprehend languages.
Okay.
So what do you say to me?
Ask him to, yes.
Are we gonna ask him again?
Yeah, I'll be the translator.
All right, yeah. We'll go.
Post the spell, please.
Checking if it lets me. I don't think it lets you speak it, does it?
That was the question. Yes, you can understand what he says, but translation is not quite part of this.
Quick question. So Genzo does not understand the Japanese, correct?
Correct.
He understands common, correct?
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, same thing with our New Mexico people on the Monday, Tuesday table. Everybody's like, we speak common. Do we understand them? Nope, they're speaking English.
Okay. I mean, the newcomer's garb seems similar to Genzo's, correct?
There are some similarities, absolutely.
Okay. And Genzo, I think, will just, from the air, he will land on. Actually, no, there's no roof here. So he'll actually just bow at the newcomer, thinking that maybe the customs might be the same, but and then he puts away his crossbow, and he will, and that's what he will do.
All right. He gives a bow in return and speaks. Are you also clearing the city of these monsters?
I'll nod.
He looks over.
No, wait.
He looks over at you since you're the only one who's responding to him. This is.
Can I kind of sign language in a way that says that I can understand him, but I can't speak to him?
You can certainly give that a shot. I would say. Let me take a look. See.
Like point at my ears and like no, like point at my ears and like nod, and then point at my mouth and be like.
Performance.
Yeah, I think performance.
Eesh. I'm gonna
with
use
with some bonuses since you have the comprehend languages up, circumstantial bonuses and all that.
Yeah, persuasion. Oh no, it's persuasion. Sorry.
Thank goodness for the advantage.
Yeah. It's a +3. Can't we just use the 21?
None of you belong here, but the work you do is needed.
Just nod to him. I'll say to everyone what it says, of course.
Are you mute?
Kind of the weird shrug, like, yeah, kind of.
Oh.
These others do not speak as well. They speak strange words.
For the sake of brevity, Doc is just going to pull out his herbalism kit and gesture towards it, then gesture towards the newcomer as if to ask, "Do you need help?"
A healer. I am unscathed.
He says he's okay.
Doc will then say, well, he would just gesture towards the rest of them and point towards the tower. Or the you said its name multiple times. I cannot
Pagoda.
get it. Pagoda.
Yes, sir. He looks over in that direction and nods. Yes, you that way. I this way. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go check out For Whom the Bell Tolls. Time marches on.
He will gesture towards his holy symbol and open his palm out towards them as if to say, "Gods go with you."
He takes a brief knee in response to that and makes some kind of gesticulation that, while unfamiliar to you, definitely has a reverence to it before he takes off at 30 and 30 in that direction.
Can I give him a healing powder as like a sign of goodwill?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him one. Just kind of like mount him, like, breathe it in, cocaine.
Ah. Yeah, we will take that with us. He does seem very familiar with it when you retrieve it, and his eyes kind of widen, and then they grow kind in response to the gift.
A new friendo.
Meanwhile, throughout this whole interaction, Marcus is just sleeping because the adrenaline's wore off, and now he's just sleepy.
Somebody
Sugar
needs,
crack.
let me go tap that guy.
Wake up! Wake up!
Well, shall we proceed to the pagoda? We do still, well, Well, we never did, but now that we are closer to it and things are a bit quieter here, we can hear some distant sounds of combat, some clanking of metal, the occasional shout, and even the occasional report of a firearm.
Well, best to hurry.
I'm going to
So-
sneak up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Genzo
damn.
will try and lead the way.
Almdu's going to come back for that fist bump. Bam! All right. Get our asses back over here now.
Feudal Japan.
The birthplace of the fist bump.
What happened? Did we
Oh,
win?
Yes. Now we must hurry.
Oh yeah.
Fist bump is
Doc is well aware they need to be on the move. Is anyone else seriously hurt, by the way?
I may have a bit of a bobo.
How many
Everything's
HP
going to
do you
go
have?
pitch black for you here for a moment while I get your new map going.
How far down of HP are you? Who said that?
I did. I'm down. I'm down by 3 HP.
Okay, 3.
So I'm just like, I'm just like, so I'm not really saying it because like I'm like in desperate need of HP. I'm just saying because I'm like half asleep because of the adrenaline wearing off.
I love the one that I saw where the cleric's trying to heal the party member. Guy's like, I only have 42 hit points left. And GM's like, I prefer you keep it in game. And he's like, all right, on a scale of 1 to 72, I'm about a 42.
Sorry, he asked me and I answered. I'm sorry.
No, that's perfectly legit, because, I mean, you look at it in-game, you're like, I mean, yeah, you can really, like, stretch the acting skills and try to keep everything perfectly in-game, but more often than not, in my experience, that just confuses the other players. They're like, what? I can give you a D8 hit points. How much do you fucking need? So we arrive here at the base of the pagoda. Definitely take care of any healing that you need to beforehand. It takes a good 5 minutes to make the rest of the distance here, while still trying to keep stealthy and out of any other ghouls who may try to interpose. But the chiming of the bells in the distance definitely seems to have drawn their attention for the time being. Enough so that by the time you arrive here, the battle is over. There are dead ghouls aplenty here in the courtyard, and as stated by the title of our campaign here, blood on the steps of St. Andrew, blood on the steps of St. Peter. And our 3 living people who Jay was the only one who caught a glimpse of through the eyes of his owl earlier. All 3 of them are still here. They are in various states of injury. One of them appears to be a monk of some sort. Another, possibly a rogue, ranger, maybe even an assassin. And I don't know, this is a very unusual dress for this setting. He looks completely out of place.
He looks like Jack Sparrow cosplaying as Clint Eastwood.
Father.
The 3 of them, however, are gathered around this water fountain, basically, and they're all each dipping a spoon in there and getting a drink as your group approaches. And they seem to assume that you're friendly because they don't draw weapons. They just immediately look over and they kind of hold both their hands up and they put like their finger to their lips. Just shh, be quiet. There's more present.
Yeah, Genzo will bow and lift up his hands to show that he's not he's not going to attack them, and will continue to fly in and do, I guess, flying recon.
Yeah, they gesture for you to join them over in the area where they have taken refuge for the time being. Some of you, depending on your lines of sight, may catch the occasional bit of movement inside of the pagoda up ahead. It is a 4-level structure, so it is possible to enter from higher levels depending on your movement capabilities, but for logistical ease, I do prefer that we all stay on the same level because I can only have us all on one map at the same time. Suffice it to say that even from a casual...
Do something that makes the DM's job easier. Perish the thought.
It used to not have to be that way. I used to be able to drag the names over to different maps, and then we could do split party stuff. I could be like, okay, let's all roll one initiative, and then as your turn comes up, I'll just bounce between maps, and it worked brilliantly. But at some point in the last 8 months or so, like, it just went away. I can't move your profiles to different maps. Sucks. This guy here does not appear to understand or speak a lick of anything that you guys are capable of speaking. However, both of these two do appear to be, if not native to Faerun, possibly at least another D&D campaign setting where common is the common tongue. And it is this one who speaks. I am known as Ru Odenastru. I presume this is all new and unexpected for you as well. Yes?
Half right. Paracelsus.
A pleasure.
We had just arrived here a little some time. I had just arrived here some time ago when this all happens. I've never seen Heen Faerun take on such an appearance.
You think this is still Faerun?
If it is or isn't isn't really the important thing, is it?
I can't argue with that. You have encountered these undead already then, yes?
A handful. We had a safe location over by a store not too far from here. We had one of our people.
Did somebody just log into an Xbox somewhere?
No. Just got a notification, that's all. Yes, we and a group of others were taking refuge someplace else for the time being. We came here because we saw this fighting. Speaking of, I have enough juice inside of me to heal one person. Are any of you critically injured?
Critically, no. He, and he gestures over towards the gunslinger, took a bite. Seems a little queasy, but, I'm not a healer such as yourself.
May I examine the wound, please?
I don't think he speaks our tongue. He's good in a fight, though, and seems like good people.
Let's see. I will nod and walk over towards the gunslinger and gesture towards my herbalism kit, as if to say, healer, and gesture towards him.
And I can still understand him.
He grabs a pack of cigarettes from a vest pocket and pops one in his mouth and just asks, "Do you have a light? Do you understand me?"
I'll light it for him.
I don't know if it'll work like this, but Paracelsus will just hold up his hands and hold up a sacred flame.
He looks in amazement at either of you, offering and seemingly understanding what he's saying. He has a big grin on his face, albeit he only has 5 teeth, it would seem. But he will definitely partake of the cigarette now that the combat is over and he has the means to light it. As far as anything beyond that, he really doesn't seem to care if you're going to try to treat his wounds or anything. He's almost like doesn't even know that you're there.
All right, let us see what I can do.
Can I bum a cigarette from?
He kind of points at it and gestures over to you like, "You want this? All right, sure."
I'll light one up. Just gonna stand next to him smoking.
Yeah, definitely unlike anything that Faerun has as far as smokable products. Got that nice American kick to it. Creature regains number of hit points equal to the total rolled. Number of d4s equal to the prof bonus. Interesting. Okay. Go ahead, roll that up.
Some gunslinger, this is mental.
Well, that is most of what he was down. He is still suffering a bit of a wound on the arm there. But he grins in response to that, reloads his revolver, and otherwise seems like he's good to go.
While I'm close to him and examining him, I'm going to roll a medicine check to see if I can record some info on his wounds.
All right. Oh yeah, definitely at least some good first-hand exposure experience here for you to use for any potential future necessity.
Oh yeah, he does get the bonus HP due to my Disciple of Life, so he gets +2. Since it's not a spell, it doesn't get the spell level thing, but still gets the +2.
Well, I was only down one more hit point, so that will make the difference. He's only got the one revolver. He will shy away any attempts for anybody to take his only weapon.
I'll just examine it. Like, just kind of curiously look at it.
But yeah, I do examine the wound and I do write down what I can see with a 20 medicine into the book I have. Scribble,
Sure.
scribble, 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 scribble.
If not for the nasty battle here at the footsteps of the pagoda, the yard is very well maintained. Some beautiful cherry blossoms. Their gardener appears to be a master of their craft. Some ornate lion statues over on the eastern side, directly across from where you guys are at. For those of you without dark vision, these areas of light should be of particular use because I did attach a torch to each of them, so they should be providing some measure of light for you well beyond what you're able to see with your own naked eye. And again, inside the pagoda, there are signs of movement, and you already have been warned by our new friends outside here that there are more of them inside.
Oh, yes, there is.
These are barred windows, thick, sturdy wooden bars that do, despite the fact that you can pretty much see clean through it as though nothing was there, treat them as though they are going to provide a great amount of cover to anybody on the other side. Otherwise, we've got the front door and possibly some other entrances to this place, depending on how we choose to explore.
Is this place secure?
Well, outside here, I think we've got things pretty well taken care of. Inside, though, we were just catching our breath before we choose to venture in there. We thought we might get a good vantage point if we could ascend to the top of the place. But best to clear it, we thought.
So, our goal is to find a place that is safe for all of us. Bring our friends here. Is this Do you know if this place, if cleared, would be secure location to have for base?
I would say so. It's got better than those paper walls that we've seen at a lot of these other locations. This place is made of good, strong wood, at least.
All right. I'm Hidemori Genzo. These are my companions, and then he does the introductions of everybody. He says, if you are willing to venture in there, please accept our assistance. It is best that we band together as survivors.
I think we should. I also... Let me just get their token set up properly here. No, that's wrong. Did a little backwards on the names here too. The guy who's been talking is Opie. The monk is Rue, but the monk hardly ever says a word, so his name is mostly just here so we know what to call him, because he really doesn't identify himself. He does respond to attempts at interaction, but only in the minimalist way possible. His senses seem to always be on alert for anything else that might possibly be going wrong around. And quite simply, our third guy here, now that we have somebody who can understand him, introduces himself as Revolver Rick.
I love him.
Yes, indeed there, Kyra. If you got to bug out, bug on out. Take care, my friend.
Thanks, sorry.
All good, I feel you.
Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, feel
Good
better.
night.
Feel better, my
Good
friend. We
game.
will catch you next time.
Alright, thank you. Goodbye.
He just didn't want anybody to outpace him on zombie kills tonight. If he leaves now, he's like, I'm the winner! Success!
Alright, fair enough.
No chance for a short rest, do we?
If we want to spend an hour out here, we can get
yeah.
a short rest.
I wanted a spell slot.
Yeah, by then, who knows what might be coming up on us.
Yeah.
Send Marcus to the ghost layer here until he can rejoin us next time around. And as for the rest of us, whenever we are ready to approach this, we may do so.
I have but one spell left.
Paracelsus would speak up. I used all my healing magic during the last fight. If we're going in to do this, we're going in blind.
I do not think we have any choice.
So,
Agreed.
sorry, with the bars, am I able to see through them? Yeah, still?
Yes.
You said cover from... Oh, okay, just double check. There is quite a lot in there.
Can you use your owl and scout it out?
Is Owl back yet or no?
He's not back, no. He's still making his way over to whatever caused the bell ringing.
I have sent him to go towards where the bell was ringing.
I'm on the left-hand side and I can see them from here. And I can message back these.
Yeah, they absolutely see you as well.
I would have sneaking up. You know that.
Then they smell you.
It's not a cigarette.
So we've got some gunslingers backing us up, right? Or at least a couple of them.
One guy's got a gun. One is a monk, and then the other, based on his gear, you're thinking he's maybe like a fighter rogue. The guy who's been talking, Opie Trev.
Cool. So, what if I just kick in one of these doors and have Revolver Rick come in behind me?
Bon John is human, right?
Yeah.
Well, that speaks leagues with him because he's glad to have found a couple other human companions here, but the majority of you who've just stepped in are not human. So, yeah, he's all good following your lead here.
Right on.
Opie is going to step up there. Rue is going to get right up adjacent to the door.
Do you want me to try and draw them towards this window I'm at, so you can surprise them? There's like 8 of them.
Are you asking me? Do we want to break that one open?
I'm just asking in general. I'm at a window. I don't think I can break it open, but I can get all the zombies to like go towards it, and these can sneak in, get prepared for attacks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love choke points and ambushes. Let's do that.
Everyone else like that, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the best idea we got right now.
I'm gonna start banging on this window.
Okay.
I'm over here!
They start reaching arms through the bars as if to try and snag at you.
If they have things reaching through, does it do anything to them?
Yep, you're coming in a little muffled there. What was that?
Sorry. If they're reaching their arms through, can we do anything to them?
Depends on what you're thinking about doing.
Let me think on that.
I have 4 at this window.
Oh, we've opened the door, huh? Alright then. I think at that point we should have everybody pause in your current positions and roll initiative.
Wait, somebody opened the door?
Wait, someone opened the door?
Somebody did. The door is open.
Did somebody misclick it, or?
Maybe, but
If I clicked it, it was on accident. I was just trying to figure out what the door was.
Oh.
I was gonna ask, hey, which one of these things is the door? And then I saw the door logo, and like, oh yeah, that's probably it. So I didn't intend to open that, but it might have been me.
All right then. Let's rewind that slightly.
What?
This is not a prison, and you are not the wardens. So while you do certainly have a slight advantage from your current position, this is not a all 5 of us can optimize an attack before any kind of initiative is rolled. So whichever one of you is going to try to initiate something here before initiative is rolled, let's get that rolling and then continue on from there.
And where's Ozzy?
Western side of the building.
Yeah, I've got 4 crowded around the window.
all right.
So I was
Before
thinking.
we
Sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
I was gonna run in there with our friend Revolver Rick, and kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Get them occupied, and then draw them out, and then you guys can just hit them at this doorway.
Well, I think we can actually shoot them from a safe distance from over here and not incur any damage.
That is precisely what I was trying to dispel earlier when I said that these bars will provide a fair amount of cover. So we can try to pound away at them from outside. It's likely to just take forever.
If we decide to go the route of breaching into here, Whoever does the breaching first, I'd like to do something. So, who is going in first?
I assumed it'd be me.
You over there, Marcus? Well, before you do anything that could potentially hurt you, allow me to do something for you. Where are you?
We're all
Right
at the
here?
front. We're all at the front door now.
Alright then, allow me to do this for you to give you a bit of help.
I'll come running just before we bust in, so we're all together.
If you can get them all together in a group, uh, I have a spell that will make them easier for you to hit. It is called Fairy Fire. I can but
I'll
cast
try
it
and-
only once. So if
I'll-
you can get them close together, I can cast it on all of them, which will make it easier for us to hit them.
Can I try and cluster more towards the window?
What you have been doing so far is not working, and they seem to be on to the fact that there are many more than just this one person on the side. The 4 that you've got there are seemingly locked there. 3 of them, however, have started migrating towards the front door.
I'm gonna kind of run to the front door quickly before we pop off. Are we ready to go?
Believe so.
Yes.
Let's party.
Say when, fellas. I'm
Alright.
kicking the door.
FBI, open
Okay.
up!
Okay, Marcus, you got guidance. That's about all I can do for you right now. That gives you an extra D4 to do something.
That's for Bonjon, right? Because Marcus had the headache and stepped out for us.
Oh yeah, you Bonjon.
Cool.
They're within 10 feet of the door, be careful.
Alright, kicking door.
Alright. That will officially trigger the initiative. All sides are aware of each other's presence, no surprise. Select your token before you click your initiative, and let's roll.
By the way, did Getters see any shields outside?
No shields.
I have one if you need it. I'm just using a two-handed battle axe.
He says, I think I would like one, please.
I'll hand it off to you at a convenient moment.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, who are we missing from the initiative here? Got the 3 NPCs. 5 of you. I think we're missing 1.
Give me 1 second. My highest roll tonight, guys.
Not too bad.
Genzo's gonna land.
Show. Alright, Ozzy has first turn here.
Yeah. Can I get through people okay, or
It is considered difficult terrain to go through their space. Of course, you can always go around, but it's the same movement basically.
We should wait for them.
I'll try and take a pot shot. But can I try and shoot through the window?
Definitely.
Not really anything else I can do. I'm going to add a hero point to damage. Short bow.
Nope.
13.
Yep. Clangs against the side of one of the bars and goes flying in this direction instead.
Oh yeah, shit.
Had a chance of hitting, but I get a decent cover bonus for being on this side of it, just as you would if I had a ranged weapon trying to hit you. May seem like a simple intrusion, but they knew what they were doing when they built this place.
I'll just move over here at the
Alright. So that will pass it to Celestiana's turn.
Hello. Gonna toodle my way over here. I think I can see in there now, right?
Yes, indeed.
This isn't blocking me, is it?
What is this?
Oh, sorry, this situation in the middle.
Yes.
Like, from over here?
Let me
Spell-wise?
let me take a look at your line of sight. Okay. Now you got a pretty decent line on all of them from where you're at.
Well, let's aim for the middle then.
This one you don't necessarily see, but the other 4 right up against the window.
Oh, yeah, no, the middle of the 3, yeah, that one right there.
Okay. That one should also have an attack block built for it.
Yes, sorry. It was my first time using it, I think.
All good.
Hold music. Hold music.
Very nice. Okay.
I think they all have to do something, don't they?
We'll do that. 3 of them do. This one right here is out of the effect area, but the other 3 of them right there, yes. Dex saving throws, okay. Alright, I see what I did. Alright, so
Let it go.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, let it go.
Alright, so the central one failed its saving throw, so it does take that extra 8 points of damage. The other 2, however, made their saving throw, so they take none of it. Any additional movement after that?
Just out of the way a little.
Okay. Oh, Jay, that is over to your turn.
How wide is that door?
It is 10 feet.
And
It's a
basically,
big door.
can Rue attack if Genzo steps there?
Oh yeah, he'd be able to attack diagonally anybody standing here.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, because he wants to stand in the doorway to make sure nobody can get past.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's see. Do I have enough actions to do this. No, I don't. Okay. So he's going to cast. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna cast Chill Touch on the one on the left.
All right. No way.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the inspiration to get the 18 if that's okay.
Gotcha. All right. Got it.
And then he's got the shield on, so he'll draw the dagger, the magic dagger, and then basically take a deep breath and hunker down, get ready to fight.
All right. And over to Doc's turn.
Give me a second. Towards this one right here. Another fucking 3.
Oh, I failed to save, so he'll take it.
And though it may seem cowardly, I'm going over here.
All right.
Excuse me. And while I wait for my next turn, I'm gonna go use the restroom. Excuse me.
All right. That will be over to Dave's turn.
I'm going in, fellas.
Wait, don't go inside. We're supposed to stay at the door.
And there he goes.
And they never saw him again.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, right there. Yeah, if Bond tries to run in, he says, "Hold the line next to me."
I got your name. I got your ass.
Solid shot there. And we'll take that. Any additional movement there?
No, that's it. Sorry, I forgot about push to talk.
Oh, no worries. And we're just going to hoist ourselves up right there. Take us a considerable movement, but we got some rogue power, so we'll just parkour up the side. We'll try a dagger throw right through at this one. That's not. Ping, dagger just clangs, falls to the ground in front of him, and he picks it back up. Rue, on the other hand, we are going to ready an action. And then the ghouls will go. This one will step right here, and that's exactly what we were readying the action for. Gonna try to punch this freaking thing right in the throat and successfully do so. Oh my goodness, a pair of natural ones on the saving throw. Our monk friend just stunned the zombie. So this one just moved into position and it's just clutching at its throat. Unable to take any turn after that. And it also takes 5 points of damage. Next one steps up, almost slips through the remains of whatever it is these things were feasting on. The once in a rare while that they eat the thing all the way down to the bone so that it doesn't come back as another ghoul. I think looks like Genzo drew the short straw here. It is a scratch attack. It's a 7 armor class, so that's not going to get through. This one will charge up as well. Only have an angle on Bond there. Also a scratch attack. Oh, and we scratch right on the side of his armor, a 15 to hit, so it almost gets through, but not quite. "45 feet of movement. Still leaves it with enough room to attack. And this thing will just pick up a broken piece of wood that it found at some point over its undead career and try to pummel Genzo with that right here. That's a 14 to strike, so we're getting a little closer, but still not quite. And 2 of our friends here who can clearly see this is getting us nowhere. We're going to start making our way closer here. These 2, however, are persistent, and we're going to try to break the bars. Wow, a 23 and a 20. They do break 1 bar, but it's not enough room for them to squeeze through. They're trying, though. They're starting to get their way through here.
God, zombie rule.
That will pass it over to Revolver Rick here, who sees one of these guys is a little worse for wear. We're going to step up right here. And with one hand, train the revolver on the target. With the other, we place a hand over Celestiana's right ear to protect against the BAM that's about to sound right next to her.
Woo!
Jabow! Not the greatest amount of damage. Plus modifiers. This thing is still standing. That will take us back to the top of the round again for Ozzy's turn.
I'm going to shoot the same one.
Very nice.
11 damage.
Very nice.
Almost got it.
And I'll stay around.
Okay. We leaving this for Kai to finish off. See what you got.
Wow, everyone's kind of right in front of me.
Yeah, they are blocking that door so that nothing can break its way through, hopefully.
Shit. I can't really do anything between or through anyone, can I?
If you need to roll an attack, then there's a chance that your opponent will have cover. If it's a spell like the cold one you've been doing, though, I think it's just basically if you can see the target, you can say, hey, roll a saving throw.
Okay. Alright, then I'll do that. Okay. I just want to be careful not to, smack someone upside the head with a spell.
Sure.
This to this. Tingly.
Alright. Well, 1 damage is 1
Hold on.
damage. Chipping away a little bit more at a time. How about for Genzo's turn here?
All right, gonna cast Fairy Fire in a 20 by 20 square. So that should actually get most of the ones in front.
I think all 5 of these here, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Let me post.
I think it's dex saves, yep. 20-foot cube. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's where some of those start getting a little weird, because that's not a cube. A cube, you're on one side of it. That's a common misconception in 5e, is a lot of people think cube is it bursts out from me in every direction, and that is not how it goes.
I spaced out for a second. Somebody casted Thunderwave with all of your buddies right next to you?
Yeah,
No,
and
Fairy
that's,
Fire.
Yep, and that
Oh.
would be part of it as well.
So
I was like, somebody's been playing too much Baldur's Gate and doesn't know how Thunderwave works.
That's right. So this is how that's also something I posted in our D&D rule of the day as well, because cubes and cylinders are typically the most understood or misunderstood. But this is how a cube would work. You're on one side of it, and then it's a 20-foot cube on probably this side of you, I would assume. I'm guessing you're not going to try to put it like over here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
over
he
here.
can put it. He can put it 60 feet away. So.
That is correct. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to emanate right off of you, but typically they do. But a 20-foot cube would be 4 squares by 4 squares.
Yes, please, those.
All right. So we will get dex saves from 5 of them. Eesh. Only 2 of them failed. One of them is this guy. I'm going to tint his token purple. And the other one is this guy, who we will also tint purple. So if they are purple, you have advantage to attack them for the next 1 minute or until the spell effect is dropped.
Enter.
All right. That's Doc then, who is next. Is Doc back? Is he with us? I know he stepped away for a minute. If he's not back, we can pass it over to Dave's turn. Just put him on a hold for the time being. Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Is this one here dead?
Close to. It is stunned.
Alright, well, I'm going to take the easy swing and hack at him.
Alright. That's a hit. It's just enough to drop it to 0, but... And it fails its Undead Fortitude save. You got it.
Excellent.
Well done.
Man,
All in a day's work.
It was a save of DC 10, and I rolled an 8.
Rough, you hate to see it.
That's why I was like, but? Because I thought for sure it was going to come back with 1 hit point. Nope.
Yeah. Not today. That's it for me.
No. Okay, Opie
I have my turn.
Trev. Oh, well, let's get your turn then, since I just put you on a hold briefly. Let's go ahead and knock out
Thank
your
you.
turn.
Sorry about that. My stomach was killing me.
All good.
purple ones, if you attack those with any kind of range attack that or melee attack, you get advantage.
So this one right here, that's the one that I can see. I'm lighting them up with a 1.
Well, looks like we made the save this time.
You know, I'm remembering why I don't use freaking charisma from Paracelsus.
Womp womp. Alright, well, Opie is going to step up here and cover that last little gap before any of these guys decide to start squeezing out. And let's give a try on this one. That's better. Ooh, max damage. And we will bonus action. Offhand weapon attack. Solid strike. Dagger attack. Another 2 damage. Rue is... yeah, I think we'll play it smart. We will hold our turn just like we did last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take this a little bit randomly. Alright, so this one is going first. It is attacking Dave here, who still has the guidance up, by the way. That's what the little sun icon there is for. And we are gonna scratch attack. Oof, there it goes again. A 21 to strike for 6 slashing on John Bon.
Get the powder ready, fellas.
Next
You said
one.
6, right?
Correct. Next will be this one, who steps into position. That will prompt the readied action from our monk. That hits on the money. I think we're going to burn a second key point to try for another stun. And it failed again. Made it rolled a 10 on its con save. So our monk buddy is keeping one zombie locked down each round at least. And then really it's just we'll have this one attack on Genzo. It is going to try a scratch attack, a 7 to hit. This one right here, we've got 3 potential targets. Looks like John Bon drew the short straw here again. And he just took 6 points of damage. A pummel strike. That is a 21 to hit for 7 bludgeoning. I think that would drop him to 0, correct?
Indeed it do.
Oh,
These
that
bastards
is...
hit hard, man.
Yes, they do. That is a potential bad news, as well as they get a chance to pass on the infection to anybody they have dropped to 0 hit points. Let's try bonus action bite. Oh, thank goodness you're wearing that armor. Just grazed on you, wasn't able to hit the jugular. Otherwise, for those of you who have not seen it, I posted this in general chat a few days ago. This is worthwhile information. These zombies do not function on a every time you get bit you have to roll a saving throw mechanic, because that would just get tedious and everybody would eventually fail it at some point. Instead, they rely entirely on dropping you to 0 hit points. If they do that, they have really got you up against the ropes. But in this case, they had the free bite attack, missed, and all of the rest of that becomes a moot point. And that really just leaves this one here, who is going to step up. And then our 2 on the outskirts, who are still trying to break through the window. Break those bars down. There it is. That 19 will break one more, sufficiently enough for them to squeeze through. And they're actually each going to take, wow, 3 points of damage apiece, just from the broken fragments of wood that are cutting them up as they squeeze through there. Revolver Rick gets the last turn of the initiative and of the session. Well, fuck, I'm gonna hit every time if I roll a D130. Oh, natural 20. Well, okie doke.
You gotta get that gun off him.
Ba-boom! Yes, indeed. Solid strike there. Good way to end it off. And before we close everything out here officially, first order of business is one of you, if you would be so kind, to record our initiative and post it in your channel thread on Roll20. We share this page with the Wednesday crew, and as soon as they roll their first round of initiative next Wednesday, it's going to supplant the initiative that we have here. Same thing with Monday, Tuesday, same thing with the 2 Sunday tables. So we always have, at the end of any session with an existing initiative, somebody record that, so we have it set up for the next time around. That being said, though, fantastic stuff here, friends. Great job. I had a blast with our first session here on Thursday night. Hope you guys had as good of a time. Many adventures ahead for this table.
Outside of healing, I did nothing.
Yeah, this is
healing is a lot.
Healing is huge, especially when you're dealing with things that will not only knock you out and potentially kill you, but also turn you into one of them. It's a whole different ballgame.
Speaking of that, I am very glad I chose the background Plague Doctor because of my background perk, Esoteric Physician. Essentially, I didn't see that initially, but essentially, any creature that finishes a long rest while in my care has advantage on the next saving throw it makes against a disease it is suffering.
Ah, very nice.
That might be helpful later.
It could be. We will close it out here officially, though, friends. Thank you for an amazing session, an amazing return here. That is 4 out of 6 of our tables now checked off for their first session. We have Sunday night coming up this Sunday night, and then we have Wednesday with their session 1 coming up next Wednesday. Once again, a special reminder as always, you know there is no RU without you, and we will catch you next time around, friends. Thank you so much, and have a good night, all.
Take care, everyone. This was fun.
Yep.
Later,
lots of fun.
alligators.
Take care, y'all. Bye.
See you guys. Thanks for having me.
Bye, everybody.
things out. I'm a third wheel on this broken car. You're a mess, just wanna get out. Silly you, why is it so hard to be real? Speak the truth, say you're sorry, hear her out. You're too proud, like a child. You think time will tell and sort things out, but you know well as I, you never will if you don't. You never will if you don't. Let it sink into your mind, to your heart and your bones. 'Cause I know deep down inside you already know. Keep it real, try to focus. What's the deal? Don't say it's hopeless. Remember the good times. Is it worth fighting for? Silly you, why is it so hard to be real? Speak the truth. You say you're sorry, I don't know why.